Howdy all, welcome back to Lives. I think it's time to play a little Ark Extinction. Alright, so I have equipped myself in some new armor today. Man, I got out there, I got killed in like one bite by Mosasaurus, so I came back and made new armor. I have been working on getting together the bits for the Titan. I do have the Artifact of Chaos. I managed to kill a Gigantosaur. That was shocking. I've never done that before. And let's see. I need Corrupted Hearts. I'm at 60 of those. And I need the Fire Talons. And I'm at... man, where's the... Isn't that Corrupted Heart down here too? Oh no, that's lungs. Where are those Fire Talons? There they are. 3. Ooh, I'm up to 3 Fire Talons. So, it's getting there. It's getting there. Let's check on this guy, see how he is doing. Oh, he's doing alright. Yeah, he's... I came back to make the armor because... you know what I'd like to do is I would like to make the sniper rifle. I've never made one in the game, so I'd like to try it out. But I need more polymers. Something I did find out today was that the defense units are harvestable now. I know the first time I harvested one was with the Managammer. And so I wasn't sure if you could harvest them with other things because I simply wasn't doing it because they didn't used to be harvestable. And so it's pretty cool that they are now. Right. I think I'm going to go the other way. There's a spot... So straight behind me is the Forbidden Zone or whatever it's called, and it has some of the things I need to kill, like the wyverns, to get the bits I need, but it's also super dangerous. And actually, you know what? Let's go down into the underforest. I want to see if they have Sarcos there. I know there's Sarcos, corrupted Sarcos out and about, but I want to check the underforest and see if they're just Sarcos running around. Not Sarcos. Wait. Do I need Sarco skins and not... Why was I thinking that I needed Spino? Spino isn't... I need Sarco skin. That's a totally different thing. So yeah, let's just go in the underforest. I haven't been there in a while, and see what lives in the river down there. Maybe. Man, there's like 2 of those out at the moment. I don't want to fight in either one of these. I just want to head down into the canyon down below, which I think is over here. I'm not exactly sure. It is not easy to find. I think it's out this way. Yeah, it's been a busy couple days. I kind of ended up doing some babysitting with my nephew for the last 3 days. It might be over the hill yet here. I think it's the next lump over. And so that's kept me a little busy watching him. But I mean, he's 8. He wasn't that hard to watch. But it still ate up a lot of my... Ugh. I'm not sure what I'm even looking at down there. What is that? Is that a something mechanical? And I'm pretty sure that's a corrupted king. Not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Giant crevice that leads underground. Oh. I was trying not to hit the thing. I don't know how deep the river is down here. I didn't explore that last time. I just looked around a little bit. But I need Sarcos, which are the alligator guys, not the Spinos. Alright. Ooh, you know, I totally could use some beaver dams, too. I didn't think about that being a thing down here. I need... Oh, man. I need... pearls. Oop, that is not how you get pearls. Why won't that go in my inventory? There we go. Pearls. Oh, you know, I should probably take the cementing paste too, right? I mean... it's there, so I might as well take advantage of it. But what I really like is some alligators. How are there not alligators down here? There's like nothing. We just saw beavers and that was it. This is pretty deep. Oh, it's not. It just looks deep from the surface. Never mind, it's not deep at all. What's some metal rock? After metal rocks. Yeah, I'm hoping to get another D&D game started this weekend. I know my niece apparently said she wanted to play a second game, and so I started setting up the another play-by-post game. So it's just too hard to get everybody together to play that long every week or once a month or anything like that. It's just way easier to do it online where you can just keep the game going. And so it's a disappointing lack of Sarcos. Not gonna lie, I expected this to be a bit easier with this giant river down here. I also thought there might be Spinos down here too, but man, we're not seeing anything. You know, it'd be awesome if we found down here was some Carcanos, because I'd totally come back somehow, and I'd build a base down here. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to build a base down here, but it seems like a much nicer place to live than where I'm at up above. Yeah, so she said she wanted to start a second game, and then she told her brother, and so I started setting up the game with the brother. Well, I mean, I didn't do much more than just invite him to channel, and then I'm gonna go to where I know Sarcos are at, and so then right after that he said that she decided she didn't want to play after all, and I'm like, okay, well, ain't no big deal. So I thought, well, if he wants to play another game, then maybe I can get somebody else to play. And so they said they would, maybe. And so I've been asking them all week if they still wanted to play. Because they won't just come out and say yes. Yes. It's, sure, that sounds like maybe something I might have time to do. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, maybe, sure, maybe. I'll, might have time to do that, maybe, sure. Can you just say yes or no? Like, I don't want to... Oh. Oof, we didn't like that. It's like, we don't have to do it. It ain't that big a deal. It's not like it was my idea in the first place, really. So either you do or you... Oh, this doesn't connect to anything. Oh, wait. I can maybe get over here out of this platform up and out of here. Where does this go? Is that a box? That's a box. Give me a box. Someday I might even read those. Probably not, though. So, anyways, I asked my brother-in-law because he likes D&D and doesn't play. And I thought maybe if he was playing, he could get the, help his son out. So he could join us as well, the 8-year-old nephew. And so yeah, so I'm kind of hoping to get that in tonight, and we'll see. I know I need to get on one of the other worlds that I play on, because it was a limited run thing, and we're quickly coming to the end of our time, and I need to get on there and finish off my project. And I got a lot of work left to do. Although, I put a lot of work in last week getting to the point where I could solve that. But that's a whole different show, so. But yeah. Lot of stuff to do and never enough time to work on it. Alright, so we got ahead. That was disappointing. I thought there'd be tons of water creatures down there in that river, but there was nothing. Some beavers, and that was it. I mean, I know I don't spend any time down there. But still, you think the game would be like, oh yeah, let's put some creatures in there since they're coming. I guess there's a global limit on the number of creatures available, right? But I don't know. You think there'd be some guesstimate what they're doing when no one's there that would just load in when you come back. I don't think we need to precisely real-time run the creatures, because they don't do anything but wander around. If they actually did something, I don't know if I've ever played a game where the creatures actually do stuff. I think there's a couple of Civilization games, not Civilization, but games based on civilizations, where the individual people that are in your group live lives. But I mean, it's not even like simulated. It's just the city builders. City builders kind of maybe do that. I don't know. Might be interesting to have a game where the creatures actually live their lives out, and okay. They must have activated one of those mining things, and it just failed, I think. But yeah, I mean, the dinosaurs on here don't have a life cycle or anything, right? I mean, they don't They don't chew on each other. They don't breed with each other. They don't raise their young or anything. They don't eat the crops or anything like that. So, I mean, you should be able to just spawn in the creatures once I get there and not worry about stuff that I can't see. Because they don't matter if I can't see them, right? Because they don't have an actual life cycle. If they had an actual life cycle, then it might matter. Alright, so down here, over this way, I believe, should be... Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh man, I got a story. This is a funny story. So, I get up today, and I've been trying to sleep, but I finally just gave up. I didn't get to bed till like 2:30 last night, and about 7:30 this morning, they started making a bunch of racket, and didn't stop, and so finally I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna get up at this point. I think I tried to sleep. I mean, I probably caught another half hour of sleep in there, but for the most part, there was okay. So now, where's all the creatures I saw before who were down here? Where did all the water? I need water creatures. Where are all the water creatures? I just came through here today, and there were water creatures. Man. It wasn't a Sarco, it was one of those other guys, the smaller Sarcos that walk taller. So I figured I could get down in here and kill some of those and get the old Sarcos going. Maybe it was over this hill. But anyway, so I get up and we're talking about what everybody's schedule is today, because I happened to catch, my brother-in-law before he headed out and about. And so he was telling me what the schedule was. And so I'm sitting there, and him and his two kids are there. And we got the new puppy. And so I'm hearing the puppy whimper. Cry. Nothing. Cry. Look, there's all those. Nope, I need your skin. And so you hear like, So I've never heard him do that before. So I was wondering what was going on, and I'm like, your puppy's crying. Go see what's going on. I'm like, oh, he's just blah blah blah. He just wants to play, or he's trying to get to the cats, or whatever. And I'm like, well, I've never heard him make that noise before. And some of the other kid is like, he's just making that noise because blah blah blah. I think I got a Sarco skin right there. And I'm like, no, this is different. You guys should definitely... There's that poison that I thought was the poison I needed. Okay, and there is one of the skins I need. And so I asked my brother-in-law if he heard the puppy. Because it sounds to me like it's trapped somewhere. It sounds funny. It's muffled. And I'm like, I've never heard him make that noise before. So, so I get up and I go out in the hallway, and I start heading toward the living room, which is where he normally hangs out. And he's behind me. And so I turn around and I follow the sound to the laundry room, and I get in the laundry room, and here's the puppy. He is laying in the dirty clothes, and he has shoved his head up to his shoulders into a Cheez-It box. In other words, there weren't very many Cheez-Its left in it, so, but he got himself caught in the Cheez-It box. And he couldn't get out. Oh, it was so funny. Not for him, of course. But for me, it was very funny. Um, Man, they were extra specially loud last night. They were driving me crazy. I was the only one home. And so both dogs are just howling because they were alone. They're in the same room together. Oh, we're alone. You don't understand. We're alone. Was that some obsidian back there? That looks like obsidian. That is obsidian, and you need to come with me. Because I'm eventually going to want all the obsidian I can get my hands on when I maybe someday make that grinder, which I probably won't ever do. Less frogs, more Sarcos. I don't need Beelzebuffo's skin, I need Sarco skin. But yeah. I was watching another funny to me thing today, and I was watching these people. They had a theory, and so they performed 2 different experiments to prove their theory. And one of them was like, all we got is regular equipment, and so we're gonna show you with just this regular everyday equipment that what they teach you is wrong. And so they do their experiment, and it comes out exactly the way it's taught. And I'm like, well, see, the thing is that we're using regular everyday equipment, and so we actually need to use super expensive equipment that we can't afford. And so apparently someone sent them $20,000 piece of equipment to do their experiment with. And so they did the experiment with a $20,000 piece of equipment, and it said the exact same thing that the cheap stuff said. And it's like, well, obviously, something is throwing off our readings. So we're going to build a special container to block the heavenly rays that are interfering with our experiment. Yeah, I was watching conspiracy stuff. And so they run the experiment again with the $20,000 piece of equipment with the special container. Same results. Like, oh, well, now we need to run it in this other metal for the container. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but obviously something's still getting through the container we built. So they run it again. Same results. And they're like, well, there's no way it can be right because, that disproves our theory. And since we know our theory is right because we believe it, then the only thing left to do is to not report what our findings say. Although maybe they shouldn't have done that in front of a camera if they weren't going to report their findings. And let's run the experiment again with a new container made out of even more expensive materials to make sure that no outside... I mean, that's good scientific evidence, or testing there to keep making sure you get the most precise readings possible. And so, sure, if you think outside source is giving you the wrong answer, then obviously you have to, separate your equipment from that outside source. The problem is that they've run the experiment like 4 times and gotten the same answer. No matter what they change, they get the same answer. Oh, that's a Sarco. I thought it was a snake. Let's try and figure out what... did you give me a skin? I think it said it gave me a skin. Yeah. 3 skins. We need 10 skins. And then oh, there was another one they were doing. Different group of people, different theory, and so their goal is to uh, use a laser, and so they brought in the wrong laser and it wouldn't work, and so they spent like Hyanodons. So they spent like an hour or two setting it up. They drove 2 hours to get to where they were going, and then spent hours setting it up, and then they're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we got the wrong laser. And so they came back and they did a simpler experiment, and they're basically the same as those other guys. They're like, now we know the scientific theory or fact is false because we believe in this other theory, and so we are going to prove our theory with this experiment. And so they're like, if we can see the light, our theory's correct. And if we have to move the light, then our theory is not correct. And so they do their thing. Can't see the light. They move the light, they can see the light. And all the guy says is, yeah, that was interesting, but I think we're going to have to do further testing. Your own experiment. Just told you. Come on, Sarcos. I need more Sarco skin. I guess we could run back down the river. So I was hoping here to work on that rifle, but I guess I'm not going to have a chance. I was thinking that I'm definitely going to need better armor before I try to fight a Titan, and there isn't better than what I've made. I take that back. There is better than what I've made, but I can't make it until I can kill a Titan. So I need to. I made the better armor, and so the next thing I want to do is I'm obviously going to have to make more heal potions and stuff because there's no way I can survive without heal potions, whatever it is. But I thought maybe a better weapon would help me out, and so if I can come in with lots of ammo and heal potions and whatnot. Like maybe I should go in with rocket launcher rather than a sniper rifle. I should take both because I think the sniper rifle is more my kind of weapon anyways. And I was even thinking maybe I should get whoops, I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. Maybe I should even, like, if we go all the way down here, like the rocket turret or the heavy auto turret, like maybe I could plop one of those down. Requires electricity to run, provides increased firepower, but consumes 4 bullets while firing. So I was wondering if I maybe make powered by the rider. Oh, that's an auto turret. Does this fire 4 rounds? But maybe I can run the rocket turret. Does it use... Oh, it can only be crafted at tech replicator. Get off me. Help me, guy. Help me. I'm trying to look at something. Raptors. So it fires rockets. How expensive is that the rocket that it fires? Oh, here's a rocket pod. No, that one goes in the mech rocket launcher. This doesn't... can be crafted in the fabricator. So... obviously it's not going to shoot cannons because that's for the mech cannon. That's for the mech rocket pod there. Oh, there's a minigun turret too. That might be... so it's got to be these, right? Cementing paste, crystal, gunpowder, metal ingot, and polymer per rocket. So I thought maybe, although if I can just fire them from a handheld, why would I bring in a turret? Yes. I don't know. I probably will at least make the rocket launcher to go after it. I've only made the rocket launcher one time, and that was on Scorched Earth, so that I could try and tame a golem. And I don't think I could ever get one to knock out. So, well, I guess I am going to have to continue my hunt for creature pieces at a later time. Creature pieces. I thought maybe there might be one over here. Got any Sarcos over here? There's only so many places where there's water. Oh, got a beaver dam. What's in the beaver dam? Cementing paste. Alright, well, with that, I am going to call it a day. So click like if you like, subscribe to catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.